Welcome back to DreamHack Wins Runs of the Logitech CSGO Championship. It's time to get going again in the second round of games in the group stage. We're going to drop you right into the game straight away here on our second game for the knife round. It is Progaming.td versus Curse. So it's Brazil versus America, which we don't get many of those kind of matchups, so we thought we'd take advantage of it. And it might have a big impact on where the rest of this group pans out, because, well, Progaming have to win this, no doubt about it. Curse, they've already had a draw, so they won't want another one. And they also need to go hell for leather to win this one as well. Now, we've already seen Progaming crumble on this particular map to Copenhagen Wolves, and they look like they are going to take their second consecutive knife round, although it's 2v1 here. And Skadoodle, well, let's hope he's better with the knife than he was with the... Well, he is better with the knife than he was in that first map that we saw him play. So stay, say the Progaming TD Brazilians, and they will stay on the CT side as you would expect them to do so. So they've won their second knife round. They're good at knife rounds, but they need to be a bit better at gun rounds, Threat, don't they? Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, they were very undecisive and very passive last game, so I hope they will improve this match. Yeah, going to need to step up. Curse already having a 15-15 draw in their first game with Gosu. I don't know if I can say that's a surprise or not a surprise, or about what we expected, because we don't really know what to expect from Curse or from Gosu, really. So it's hard to sort of quantify where it fits into the rest of the group. As we get more of the story, though, in Group B from this match, we'll start to understand what those opening matches and how they fit into the rest of the story. So both these two teams really need to win this one, and we are underway then, kicking it off with Curse on the T side. And looks like they've gone for an outer push here. They've got three men rushing already outside. Skadoodle was with the bomber, has actually handed it off, and is now blinded at the back of that one train. And so far, they've not dropped anyone at all. They've all lost a little bit of health on the Curse side, except for Frost. The bomb is bumped down, though, in a 5-on-5 situation. Yeah, it is, in a 5v5. That's a bit bizarre, isn't it? Finally, we're going to get some shots coming out here from Skadoodle. It's Zach, though, Zach. He's got a double ZQK for another one. And there's Kogu as well, and he'll finish things off. It was anger on ZQK at the end, and Progaming have won the opening round. That was very weird. Is that like the weirdest round ever on a 5v5 with the bomb down? Yeah, they actually tried to pull that tactic was quite popular in 1.6, where you just try to smoke everywhere and just rush out on the arm and get the bomb down. And it's easier in CSGO to do that on the outer train. Yeah, it's much easier. Still, they're going to get a 5-man rush here. Kogu is actually saving for AWP, as you'd expect him to do. So he's the least loaded version of the Brazilians. Yeah, he's the man that's opened things up with the first kill of the round. RKZ and ZQK have picked up one apiece as well. And that'll make it 4 versus 1. Only Anger replying back, and when you look at the scoreboard, he's got 3 now. Skadoodle with 1, the rest without a single frag. And what we noticed in the first match of their first map was they had 3 men who died 15 times on T side. That's never a good sign. No. Let's hope that's not a thing of the train area as well. So, back underway in round 3. Again, we're going to get the save here. You would imagine all in that top area right now. You've got Ivy down here. Looks like we might get that push to come through here. But you've only got one player, which is Kogu. And don't forget, he's not particularly in a good place right now, because no, he is in a good place, my mistake, because he does have the AWP and he nails the first one. So my bad, I thought he didn't have the AWP already, but he has bought that early third round AWP. And well, I've seen him hit harder once. Probably going to be an easy round here from here on for Progaming. Should be. An early fire as well. Kogu gets his second of the round. He'll get a third one, no doubt about it, if he just hangs on here. Wow, Michael with 2 big frags takes out Kogu, who had the AWP. He might get a third one here. It was 5v1, it's now 3v1. Oh, Michael spies himself one. Oh, got nicely baited out there. And RKZ picks up an easy famous kill in the end, making it a little bit more expensive. Worth noting is that it's probably the first third round buy we have seen. I've seen one, yeah. Not this tournament so far. It's a bit more popular, not massively popular, but it's a little bit more popular. Especially the reverse way. If they'd lost 2 rounds on T-side with 2 bombs planted, then you
exactly.
kind of go, yeah, okay, that makes it. But when they do it and it's early and they haven't had that success, and they haven't even got, they have 4 kills, I think, between them in 2 rounds. So that is a very, very risky buy.
Yeah, indeed. And now we're probably going to see an easy round here for Progaming, making it 4-0 to them.
Yeah. So they've just one Deagle between them with Anger right now, who's sitting back up at the top of Whitehall's. They've got these other 3 players just a bit further advanced right now.
And it looks like Frost might have some computer issues. He's just standing in the base, AFK.
Yeah.
So they're probably just going to wait this one out.
I mean, they might be doing the Fnatic tactic of just wasting time and talking about strats for the next round. I mean, that's proving quite popular, but you're right. He's
actually left the game. Probably going to see a pause.
Yeah, so I think we will get the pause then. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Always a shame when you get these drops. It really does mess up the money system.
There's Steel here coming behind 4 guys.
Yeah. Let's see if Steel can find him. Oh, look at this. Look, he's still creeping along. Still hasn't decided to take the shot yet. And we'll walk all the way up here. We'll get the first one. And then, look, pops down, gets the second one as well. Nice and easy. And, well, misuse, really, of the fire. It's not going to make any difference at all, though. Zach and ZQK clean things up in the inside bomb site. And they lost just 1 man in that round. And the Brazilians have a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, we should see a pause here.
And, yes, finally we get the pause. So, yes. So finally, game is paused, and we get Frost back into the game.
Shouldn't be that big of a deal, though. They had a Glock eco, and he probably going to get some start money, so doesn't affect the game that much.
Yeah, no, you're right. So just a bit of a pause gives us a chance to talk about these 2 teams in a bit more detail. The Progaming team, of course, target down from Brazil, coming all the way over. They came along for ESWC, only won a single map at ESWC, which was also in train from memory as well, against Lowland Lions. Was that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it was train on Lowland Lions. It was about 16-6, if memory serves me right. And obviously going up against Curse, who we haven't seen in Europe before. It's great to have them over there. Curse Gaming, obviously, if you're not aware of them, massive, massive clan in League of Legends. Well, they are one of the top 16 teams in the world right now. And, of course, these guys were Mouse 1 before becoming Curse, and have now come under that label of Curse Gaming. Not a lot to live up to, because the League of Legends team is a very successful team. And these guys have a tall order to do. What's that like? You've joined teams before where they've been very famous teams where you've come from a collection of players. What's it like joining a big team? What's the expectation like?
I actually don't like it. There's so much pressure from outside, and yeah, it really affects the game.
Yeah. And how do you think they're coping with that in terms of, you know, they've come all the way over from America. There's a little bit of jet lag involved, inevitably, as there always is when they come over. And they're playing for a big name team that expect success. So it must be tough on them.
Yeah, very much. And not only that, they have a big pressure on them since Skadoodle has like this very big internet rumor. So it's very easy to fall under the pressure in these events.
Yeah. I mean, that leads us nicely onto the WRTT fiasco, or Thorgate as we called it last week. What are your thoughts on that? Mess? Both sides?
No comments, no. But I don't know, it's very hard to say. I can be suspicious,
sure,
but it's very hard to make a decision because it's so hard to prove anything, and it just really shows how bad it is to play on online qualifier.
Yeah. No, and it is tough. It's unfortunately it's become quite the norm in things like StarCraft 2 to have online qualifiers that work perfectly well. Trouble is with FPS, it's a little bit different, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you can't go and find a StarCraft 2 bot that just mines and, you know, builds and does stuff and then goes out and wins the game. Well, you probably can, but it'd be very obvious. In an FPS game, it's really hard to actually see whether someone's cheating. It looks like we are back underway, so let's drop you back into the game. And hopefully that's not played too much havoc with the money system. Let's go and see where we are right now. We've got, so I thought Michael was going to be leaving the game for a second there as well. He had the bomb, which would have been awkward. Tosses it away as Steel picks up the opening frag, and it is on Skadoodle. The best of starts, it has to be said. Already at that 5v4 situation.
He's actually bought an auto sniper here. CK.
Yeah, where's that? Yeah, ZQK.
I actually saw Get Right buying this today. It's actually it's a pretty good weapon in this game.
No, it's a fantastic weapon. Do you know what? It's always been a pretty good weapon. It's just it's always been a bit frowned upon as being a bit of a noob cannon.
It's very expensive.
It is, and I don't know about it. You know, I don't want to insult anyone from France, but the French use this a lot.
They do?
They do. They used it an awful lot in Counter-Strike Source, that's for sure.
Yeah, I like when teams switch things up.
Yeah, well, there's some shotgun partial buys going on, and I haven't seen that for many years, so... Oh, wow, look at that. Frost just dropped ZQK, whose auto sniper made no difference whatsoever. Frost gets himself a double headshot on Zach. Brilliant from him. Now he's going to go hell for leather inside that inner bomb site, though. He's got 3 men rapidly advancing towards him. Bomb is not yet planted with 7 seconds remaining. Finally, keys in the numbers. Plants the bomb at the end of the nuclear train. And Kurz now have them a chance with Frost picking up a triple.
He actually got 4. No, 3.
Well, I don't know. Did he get 4? I thought he got 3.
Yeah, maybe it was 3.
Yeah.
It's kind of confusing sometimes when that assist things that up.
It is.
Yeah.
Indeed it is. So, good round from Kurz, good round from Frost, who's just come back into the game, having made a drop as well. So whatever he did, he definitely reconnected to the server, that's for sure, in more ways than one.
Yeah. If this was an online game, everybody would be sure that
they would
cheating.
be saying something about where he'd just been, wouldn't they? As it is, we know exactly where he's been, nowhere. So 3 men down into the inner bomb site already. Those last 2 are just picking them up right now, and they will drop down here. Frost again fancies his chances here on this upper ledge. He's already got himself 2 kills from that point, and they are going to get an early bomb plant inside the bomb plant within 30 seconds, no less. Hello, roll out a welcome mat, welcome them in, and let them plant the bomb. Easy peasy pudding and pie, or as they say on Nuke as a CT, it's easy. That was my terrible Scottish accent, by the way. 4-1 right now to Progaming, but look at this, they're just ripping through the Brazilians right now. Last man alive will be RKZ, who will decide to go and save this weapon. As well he might, otherwise, well, they're going to have no money for the next round anyway. Yeah, or not enough money anyway. If Frost has got reasonable money on the other side, of course, they'll get money from winning the round. But yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag in terms of cash flow right now for the Brazilians, so...
yeah, it looks like Kurz has found Progaming's weak spot, actually. Since
that in a bomb site twice in a row now.
Yeah, they only have 1 guy inside, like every single round, so...
Yeah, I mean, last time they came 3 down here, that was 3. They then pushed down this far side. It was Frost at this point here, who then aimed across. He has sight of that area there, and down here as well, where he originally nailed a ZQK, and then these last 2 men come flying down here as well, so they can lock down this B bomb site with a lot of ease. But this time round, just the one Juvenile casually strolling along the back of the inner bomb site, and they've got Frost who's stuck back in spawn again.
I think
this is really disappointing for them.
Yeah, so frustrating for them.
He's just had 2 good rounds as well, and they've picked up a frag on RKZ, so at least it's sort of even. Progaming won't know that he's stuck back there either, and Skadoodle's picked himself up a second of the round, and there's only Zach remaining here. So let's go and find him. Oh, well, too late. Skadoodle drops him down as well. So big round from Skadoodle.
Yeah, a 4v5 since Frost was AFK.
Yeah. And we've got another pause.
Might be a longer pause now since they might switch out his computer now, I guess.
Yeah, and it's annoying because he had bought AWP as well, so...
Yeah.
Just...
Yeah. So frustrating when that happens. It's like there's nothing you can do about it.
No, and it does affect both teams, doesn't it, as well? A lot of people don't understand, and actually it's not just a bad thing for the one team or the one player to have those frustrations, but you need to keep calm, you need to keep focused, you need to keep your... You know, if you've got momentum like Kurz have right now with those 3 rounds in a row, it's harder for them to come back and keep that momentum going. For Progaming, it's almost like a bonus for them now, because Kogan can settle them down a bit and just talk to them a little bit more and say, okay, here's what we're doing wrong, here's what I want you to change up, here's what we're going to do in the next round. So pauses work differently for different teams. How did you cope with them? Were you a good pause person, or were you a bad pause person?
Well, every time it happens, you always think it hurts yourself more than the other team. Might not be true every time, but it's just so frustrating having to wait in the middle of a game. And it's like a timeout for the team that's in a deficit as well. So
I think Khan was the master of timeouts in the past. He would call a timeout at seemingly the exact right moment, whether he was winning or losing, this Fnatic. He'd be 12-1 up, and then he would call a timeout, and you'd think, what on earth is he doing? But it always seemed to work out for him, because he psychologically he's thinking, it's 12-1 and we've got to run, but actually what we want to do is just make them think a little bit more. And it puts even more, and they just want to get on with the rounds. They just want to finish the rounds, and they want to finish the half and switch over. And he won't let them do that by putting that point out. It's very clever.
Yeah, it's psychological warfare.
Yeah.
And you can just stand there while he's paused and just look happy and look over to the other team. So.
We call that mind games. Someone will gift that now, won't they? Damn it. I shouldn't make funny faces on the screen. I hope you're enjoying the Counter-Strike Go. I hope you're enjoying the overlay stuff as well. We will try and use it a bit more as we go through the games. Don't forget, after Group B is finished this evening as well, we have a special after show, which will feature myself, Corey, Dunn, Lurpis and Threat, as well as the two team captains of the teams that make it through Group A and Group B. It's going to be a fabulous show, because it'll give us a chance to talk about all the things that you guys can raise in the chat, either on Twitch or on HLTV or on Candid, and we'll try and relate back your best questions. Just drop us a note on Twitter as well, at Paul Challoner. And what are you on Twitter?
I don't have a Twitter.
Unbelievable. This man needs to be dragged kicking and screaming into the year 2012, nearly 2013. We'll get him at Twitter by the end of this tournament, you'll see. So yeah, drop your questions over on Twitter as well, and don't forget the hashtag #DHW12 for DreamHack Winter 12. A lot of money on the line this weekend as well. What do you think about that coming into Counter-Strike Go? Is 300,000 plus SEK this weekend just for Counter-Strike Go?
Yep.
Over 2 million SEK given away this weekend?
Yeah, that's more like, and then they had for the 1.6 tournaments, and this game is like super new, so kind of surprising, but it's a good thing. I think this game needs the hype of a good prize pool.
No, it does. It definitely does. If it's going to have a chance to survive, it also needs you guys to kind of get on board a little bit. And don't forget 1.6, don't forget Source for that matter. Both have got rich histories over the years, and I've had some fantastic tournaments. I've enjoyed many commentaries on the tournaments, and we shouldn't forget them. But it is time to move on. It's time to embrace something brand new, and I love the fact that what we've done effectively is got a set of teams who are some Source-based, some 1.6-based, some, like Nip, the most successful one so far, not beaten on LAN, a real mix of the two games, and that seems to be almost a clever, smart thing to have done.
Yeah, the same thing with Mousesports. They have been playing very well. They are the two Norwegian 1.6 players and the 3 Source players, so maybe that is the way to do it. I mean, you can have the best of both games. Yeah,
no, definitely. It does seem that you know, mixing the teams up a little bit. Do you think that's down to the change of tactics? Because the tactics in Go are much more similar to Source than they are 1.6 in terms of smokes, and flashes are far more important now. I mean, I think I spoke to, I think it was Taz said that he just can't understand how there are so many different smokes and flashbangs and what have you, and for him to say that's quite remarkable, really.
Yeah, but it's probably because of the removal of the skybox. You can throw grenades over everything. Which, as you say, there are so many good grenades you can throw in this game, and the Source players, obviously, having used them before, has an advantage.
Yeah, they do. So we are back underway then, live for this Group B second game. Progaming, target down from Brazil, leading 4-3 on the CT side on train against Curse Gaming of the United States of America. And we are back underway. And thought we might have got a quick push from Curse, but it turns out we did not in the end. And it's Frost again, who is just making his way forward, who does have AWP in play here, and thinks he's spied himself one. Actually, he missed the shot chance. Fire is down from an incendiary grenade on that bomb site, and Frost has had to back away. He's got no armour in that corner with that AWP, so it's a very risky little strategy, this one. And his last man standing here after his team has been bludgeoned, and Zach takes a bullet to the brain from the M4 of Zach. Frost does, rather, from Zach. And that's 5-3. Who got hurt more by the pause? I think Curse did.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, Progaming had a chance to talk over there, and this round they had 2 guys inside instead of 1, and Curse did their inner strategy, which has worked out for them.
Yeah, it worked, and those 3 men came along this side here. They have Frost sitting over in this area where they smoked here, They have one man backing up along here, and then three men, one coming there, one coming from there, and one coming there, and the rotation as well. So in the end, it was pretty much game over for Frost, who was the last man alive. Now, there's smoke just been deployed by Kobe down the far side. He's gone with the M4 now, as we see an exchange of frags 1-for-1. It's actually trying to look over the Skadoodle, because he's made his way up onto the top of the ramp. They're going to get the bomb planted here as well. That grenade wasn't the best grenade I've ever seen, but it's okay. Frost and Michael have picked up a frag apiece here, and two men remaining, one of which is Kogo, who's already down to 24 health. Skadoodle might just pick himself up that frag if he waits patiently. CQK though, where did he come from? Suddenly Skadoodle laughed out alive. Oh my goodness! CQK from the heavens picks up a triple. And Progaming pull a round out of the bag they really shouldn't have lost.
No, absolutely not. I mean, that's probably the easiest side to hold on all maps, the outer side on train.
Sweet lord.
Great round there from CQK, but I still feel like pretty poor play by Curse.
Yeah, dearie me. Skadoodle just got isolated on that far point. Those last two men were around here, and then off the top of the train. Got absolutely bamboozled, never mind Skadoodled. Dear me. That didn't work, did it? Now Eco. And the fire is going to engulf Michael, and it will take him out as well. Don't want to be sitting in the corner. What are you doing sitting there when the whole place is set alight?
It's Glock Eco.
I know it's Glock Eco as well, but just don't sit there when the fire, you know, it's not like you didn't see it coming, or you didn't see it land at your feet.
Do you know how much money...
Has he got Molotovs turned off or something?
Do you know how much money you get when you kill some of the Molotovs? I actually don't know that.
No, I don't either. But I don't think it makes any difference, does it?
I don't know. Maybe if it's super low, it's kind of effective to die on ecos in the fire, because it gives the other team...
Funny if you get a £5,000 reward killing with fire.
Yeah, pounds as well.
Yeah, pounds rather than dollars. Yeah,
so you can't use those.
Enough silliness. Progaming leading 7-3 now. Looks a bit healthier, doesn't it? And you'd expect a 12-3 scoreline on train as well, wouldn't you?
I don't know. I think these next two rounds will decide the fate of this half. Since, if Progaming wins 2 rounds in a row, I think they will get 12-3. But if Curse take 1 round now, they can get like 6-7 rounds this half.
Looking at it in a rush early, but they got as far as the doorway from the first ramp and decided better of it. But now Angus making his way along that back hallway. Bomb is not quite with him just yet, but now it's going to join him in the hands of Michael. They'll firebomb the early area, then smoke secondary, then flash, and don't forget they get 2 flashes as well. So plenty of them to throw out. And oh, look at this! That's a weird smoke. That's a very strange smoke, because that actually came from the Brazilians, which means they've smoked the top of ladder at the back of the inner bomb site. That's a peculiar one. I don't understand how they put that one there. Maybe that'll pan out in a minute. Just check and see where they've got. They've got 2 men on inside right now.
I don't think it will work out if they attack here.
I don't think it will either. Here we go then. They are going to push on to the inner bomb site. Oh, look at that! They boosted 1 man up. Well, they didn't boost him. He just jumped across from the ledge. It was ZQK picked up the first. Won't get any more though. Angus shuts down Zach on the back of the middle train. And will he get another? No, he won't. Steel will pick it up. Only 16 points of health here for Michael, as Steel picks up the frag on another Curse member. So they're down to 3 versus 2. They might go for this, you know. And they are going to go for it. Look at this. Oh, Steel picks up the first one on top of the ledge. Picks up the second one with ease. And now Frost is last man standing. He's going to be baited out into coming. He gets there. Oh, that's stunning from Steel. A triple frag, stunning headshot defused. Get in there, boy. That was fantastic.
A great play from Steel right there. I would have wanted to see the Curse player be a bit more aggressive. They were like hiding behind the trains. I feel like they're falling under the pressure right now.
Gone to pieces on the basis of 1 man as well. Steel was absolutely brilliant.
But the bomb went off.
It did go off.
Yeah.
Yep. Didn't get the defuse. So 7-4 overall now. And hopefully we'll fix that really, really annoying feedback for you. Because it's annoying me as well. And we're at a 7-4 scoreline then, with Curse picking up a round they really shouldn't have picked up. But that's sort of payback really, because Progaming got one earlier.
Yeah, exactly. But the money situation is really bad for both teams, so this round is very, very important.
Indeed it is. Now we've got a bit of a rotation going on here because looks like, I just wanted to get Skadoodle as he walked down in an open bomb site, but instead he got dropped easily. Oh, Kogu now. Oh, look at that, he lands 2. It's a double from Kogu just as we switched away with him. Oh no, Mr. Cameraman. Can he land the 3rd? No, not quite. Got another chance. That was an easier shot than he made just now. Wow.
It seems like he only hits the hard shots.
No, he only gets the hard ones. Yeah. There's no point in getting anything other than a movie frag.
And this round is quite open, actually. It could go either way. You're going to get the bomb down in inner and...
yeah, Michael's gone the other way round and has got that bomb planted on the inner bomb site.
And
he's on his own now. So, 3 versus 1 here for all the marbles on the round. And it's a big round. He picked up the first one. Can he get the second? No, couldn't quite clip him. He's being attacked from both sides here, and this should be locked down. It is locked down. And Progaming definitely will get the defuse here. I don't think they had a kit that last round as well. Did you notice or not?
I don't. I think he had one. So little time. And now we're actually going to see an eco from Kurtz.
Yeah. 8-4 the score now.
So
another eco means
9-4 for Progaming after this round, probably.
Yeah.
Still a very open game. I mean, if it ended with 11-4, it's...
Oh, we're going to see an outer rush here. Already outside. If they smoke the bomb site, they might have had a chance.
I think they want to put everything in the last
yeah, they weren't worried about that round at all, were they? They just wanted it done and dusted as quickly as possible. Okay, 9-4. 2 rounds remaining then of the half. And Brazil's top pro gamers from the last... Well, Kogu seems to be... I don't know, he's been around for what, 8, 9, maybe 10 years?
Yeah,
he's almost the old man of Counter-Strike these days. Incendiary grenade sent down to pop.
Very important round here for Progaming. They really need at least 11, I feel, to the next half.
Yeah. 11-4 would be a respectable score on CT side train. Nothing to write home about, but reasonable. RKZ right now. Let's just see where they're setting themselves. And well, it looks like we're going to get that outer bomb rush again. We are going to get 3 of them out there. Michael's got the bomb in hand. They have smoked both sides of the train and are going to be able to get this bomb planted reasonably easily. Zaxlo popped up the ladder just before the bomb got finished planting. Managed to get the kill. Sorry, on Anger. And now Michael, where is he going to go? Sees one man above. It doesn't matter though. Frost has cleaned up things with Zach. 9-5 now. And let's just have a look at the money. And yeah, they're fine. So all good for the last round for both teams. 9-6 would be a decent result for Curse here though.
Yeah, I totally agree. A lot is going to be about the next pistol round.
Yeah, so let's see what they do here. We've not seen any really massively well clean-cut executed rushes. The 2 we had were both in a bomb site, on this inner B bomb site, where we had 2 men coming back corridor and 1 sort of looking over here, and then the 3 coming in afterwards. And that's been the only real success that we've seen in terms of running through quickly.
Kogu just missing 2 free shots with AWP right there, pushing Ali. He actually pushed Ali with an AWP, very odd decision.
I think we're going to be talking about that a little bit later in the after show as well, as the incendiary grenade is released by the counter-terrorists. And they just wait for it. They could have snuffed it out. I've seen no one snuff it out with a smoke yet. Have you seen that yet?
No.
I haven't seen anyone use that tactic yet. It's almost like they didn't realise that it happens. Long-range shots from Michael here. He's not going to come off best with that, and he figures that's the case. It doesn't matter though. Frost with double AWP on the other side of the map picks up a 6th round for Curse.
Those 3 frags from Frost was absolutely insane. I actually watched it. There was one very sick reflex shot onto one in tower.
Shame I missed it. Damn me.
Yeah, it's not easy.
No. Well, you're focusing on the bomb, you're focusing on the other things. Anyway, moving swiftly on. We'll get better at it.
Yeah.
Bit rusty. We'll get there. So, first half done and dusted, and we'll switch straight over to the second half right now. 9-6 that first half in favour of Progaming. TD.
I really like how they switch teams right away and there's no pause between them.
Yeah, I like the fact that the teams stay in the same place on the scoreboard so you can actually keep track of what the score is. That's good too. In fact, I've got to hand it to the CSGO devs. They've made a lot of changes that have been really positive as far as the competitive community is concerned, that's for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
So what we're getting here, oh, it's a 2-1-2 split right now. Actually, that's going to make it a 2-3 split. But the bomb is on the inner bomb site right now, headed towards B. There's no one there other than the two long range. They've put 3 men around the Z connector. Juvenile, Frost and Skadoodle. You can see them all in this area here. That's the connector area, or Z. And all 3 of them are waiting there. They've put a smoke down. This is a fake though, I'm absolutely certain of it. This is going to be an outer bomb site push from Pop Dog down here, and all 3 here. They're going to go at the same time. Count them in as they go. Steel's picked up the opening frag as they go into that bomb site. And ZQK now blasts out into that bomb site completely unopposed. They've got 3 men inside that Z connector. 1 at the back of the area as well. Frost and Juvenile have picked up a frag apiece, but ZQK has got himself 1 shot off and the bomb planted. Ooh, did he pick up the frag? No, he didn't. Still gets a double in the round. And now ZQK from the back bomb site will pick up that frag. Juvenile replies back in on Steel. It's 2 versus 1 now. ZQK in for Juvenile and Frost. He can do this, you know. There are 2 men waiting both by the bomb site. He gets the first one. He's going to get the second one, surely. No, misses the shot. Bomb's ticking down anyway and does get the frag. Brilliant from ZQK. Fantastic pistol round.
Yeah, that round was very back and forth.
He goes top of the scoreboard as well with that one. And 10-6. And that pistol round is massive for the Brazilians.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say that right now they are favored to win. Because they will so good economy. They will, even if they lose like the first weapon round, or maybe the 2 first, they still have money to buy.
Yeah, going to get an early push on the outer bomb site here. 3 from Side Alley and 2 from Pop. Or are we actually? Maybe we're not. No, they've sort of pulled back a little bit here. And taking a little bit of damage, not massive amounts. RKZ and ZQK both losing around about 21 to 25 health points. And it's a complete eco right now from Curse as well. They've not bought a single thing. Still waiting to see any kind of movement now. They've gone back along Whitehall's. Well, at least all of them bar Kogu has. Now, is Kogu the distraction here? And they are going to push Ivy. I think that's what they're going to do.
Very serious for a anti-eco.
All 4 players now are going to head towards this A bomb site. There are 3 Cursed players out there as well in wait for them.
They all have 250s as well.
Wow. They have gone for 250s, you're right, and it's my bad. I thought they'd all gone for a straight eco, but they haven't. They've got the more powerful 250s. It's not going to make any difference though. Kogu's just down 2 of them with ease. Zach with another one here, and that'll be finished off by Kogu's hat-trick in the round. 11-6, so he'll be saving for AWP, so AWP will be in play, I would think, this round, 3rd round. They've had 2 plants and he's saved twice, so should be okay for the AWP.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
not a farmer's buy from Curse. I haven't seen that this go actually.
There's a Galil in the hands of ZQK, but other than that, they're fully specced up. And looks like we've got 1 P250, 2 P250s, and one of them is in the hands of Juvenile, the other one in for Frost. And here's Kogu again on another save, so he wasn't quite able to buy what he thought he wanted in that last round. Look at this though, he's going to pick up another frag. Just hand him out some free frags. That's 3 he picked up in the previous round, 1 in this round as well. And the last man alive will be Anger here. And, well, it's a tall order, he's putting it mildly. 11-6. He's going to turn into 12-6 right now.
Yeah, and we're going to see the first weapon round next round. It's going to be a very important round for both teams. And I feel like for Curse to come back now, they have to string rounds together. At least 3 or 4 rounds, they have to string them together, or the mana situation will just be too hard on them otherwise.
Yeah, I think momentum, as ever, with all of the Counter-Strike games, is such a big factor. And it's no different in Counter-Strike Go. No different at all.
Let's see if Progaming had a real nice outer strat last game.
Yeah, they did.
With a lot of good grenades. Let's see if they use this round.
We've got that 2-1-2 split going on right now, which will turn into effectively 3 men pushing out into outer. Look at this, Anger's already pushing into Pop. And RKZ and ZKQ on the inner bomb sites right now. Let's just see whether they, although they can't quite get in there. There's a incendiary grenade is laid down. Bomb still in the hands of Steel. As he's in that T-alley. Flash over the top is a decoy. And Skadoodle now with AWP in hand. Finally starting to connect to some shots, which is good to see. He hasn't really hit the highs we were expecting of him, I have to say, and that's not putting pressure on him, it's just stating the fact. But he hasn't really done what we were expecting him to do. But he's already picked up 2 in this round.
And I feel like Curse has to go for this. They really need this round.
And they are going to... Do you know what? I don't know if that was a double AWP round or whether Foster's just picked up one from Skadoodle, but well, he's going to have to do better than he's doing right now, making it very, very close indeed. Does land the first shot. That was through the back of the train. Oh, another man on the far side he spots.
He needs a rifle right now.
He does need a rifle, and he's in all sorts of problems here, and he's going to get shut down with ease.
Yeah, not much to do there when they got down in the lower site. They had a very slow rotation curve. I don't know what to say. 13-6. This is going to be really hard. They're forced to another eco as well.
Do you know, it's funny, when it was 9-6 first half, I would have put pretty much all my money on Curse winning this. And it's not turning out that way right now. Progaming lead by 13-6.
It just shows the importance of the pistol round. I mean,
it does.
Progaming has only won 1 weapon round, and still they have like this huge advantage.
We're getting a 4-man push on the other side of the map right now. There he goes. Oh, Skadoodle has actually picked up the first one of the round. Angus got himself 2 in there with Deagles. And this is an expensive round, if anything, but Frost has got a 4th now. And what do you know? Kogu is now the last man alive here. And the Brazilians have fallen like dominoes when they really didn't need to. That was the eco round from Curse. So what on earth do we have a 3v1 right now in favour of the team that were on the eco?
Like, why would you go alley?
I don't understand. Makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Avoid close combat with pistols, like rule number 1.
Rifle picked up by Kogu. He's got 1 so far in this 3 versus 1. Won't get the second though. Locked down from the opposite heavens by Frost. And just when you thought that Progaming were looking like a decent team at last and putting rounds together, they go and blow an easy round on an eco, anti-ecoed, anti-stratted, but really by themselves.
Yeah. Maybe they thought that the Curse would buy a pharmacist or something. I don't know.
I don't know, but you still wouldn't do that. You still wouldn't go down when they went.
They just walked alley. Yeah, just looked very weird.
Yeah, it did. Very odd indeed. So, looks like we've got an inner push early-ish. Well, sort of early. They've got Zach and Steel. Again, it's a 3-2 split. 2 on Ivy, 3 looking towards going on the inner B bomb site, but Bomb with ZQK is just waiting for that first pick, and slightly more patient play, which is good to see. That'll be the Kogu effect.
I think they're going for an inner push now. The bomb
they've smoked in place already. Another smoke is going to go down. Well, yeah, and ZQK is going to provide a distraction. That's what he's doing right now. But they've got to move. They've got to go quickly. This is, again, more indecision from the Brazilians.
Yeah, exactly. There's 3 guys from Curse inside. If they're going to push yard, they have to do it right now.
Oh, dear me.
I know it's already here.
I know it's a lot easier when we're sitting here and not playing, but when you see stuff like that going on, and you see a player baiting into a site, then it's obvious time to go to the other one, isn't it? That's what you're baiting him for.
And there's like, wow, 5 seconds too late and the round is over.
Yeah. And Kogu trying to land pixel perfect shots with the AWP is not working for him. Luckily for his team, they're landing plenty. It's a 3 versus 1, but I think if Frost gets an inkling, then actually they're all quite damaged. Other than Kogu, he might have a chance here. I don't know, he might go for this one. Oh my word.
Yeah.
That gave me a headache, I don't know about him.
I mean, Curse should have had that round. They had a fast rotation, there were 4 guys on yard, and that was just individual skill from Progaming winning that round.
And a little bit of luck as well. I think the indecision actually, in the end, helped them because Curse weren't even sure what they were doing.
Yeah. It's really hard to follow as a caster as well.
Yeah, tell me about it. Bizarre. So again, we get that 3-2 early initial split between Ivy and Whiteholes. Again, ZQK with that bomb in hand. I tell you what though, Michael and Anger are going to come up right behind him here, and that bomb is put on the floor. That was was that the shotgun?
Yeah, they have 2 shotguns actually.
So that was what I was talking about earlier, that partial buy with the shotguns. And those shotguns are really powerful at short range. I'm not kidding you. Look at that, Juvenile with another one, and he won't get the third, will he? And Kogu's had to swap over. He's got 2 points of health right now. And just needs to have a flick on his forehead. Oh my goodness me. How did Frost not get that?
And it sounded like he only fired 1 bullet. It's like he stopped shooting for some reason.
I told you he was good with the AK. I didn't think he was that good with it. Gee whiz. So this weird shotgun, double shotgun partial buy seems to be working out rather well, although Steel and Kogu have pulled it right back now. And only the 2 shotgunners are left, Juvenile and Anger, and they don't have a huge amount of health between them. Zach's got 58, Steel's got 12. It's almost like perfectly set between the 2 teams. 30 seconds remaining, big round this one. Curse absolutely have to win it to avoid the only ability to be having to have a draw. And look at this, oh my goodness, Zach with a double right at the end of the round.
And it's 18 seconds left, they have the bomb, and they decide to push.
Unbelievable.
I feel like...
No one else in the world would have done that except Brazilians.
Yeah, that's true. Super weird round. And
very odd.
Kogu being alone there with the bomb in the hallways.
Just with 2 health.
Yeah.
And somehow still manages to get the frag. I just, it's crazy. So
yeah, it
they're in a bad
like
way right now, our Curse, because we look through, they've gone for 3 shotguns, an SMG, and 1 AK between them. So, sorry, 1 M4 between them. So they're going up against 4 AKs in an AWP, and you wouldn't fancy your chances, frankly, would you?
No.
15-7, match point. 2 Progaming TD, as long as they don't do anything crazy like run down into the face of a shotgun.
Well, does it go inside alone there as well? Like, yeah.
Goodness.
They should go all 5 together when they know they're low.
Awkward grenade, great flash though from Frost. And another flash off the sidewall will stop the rush, if nothing else. The smoke was deployed in there as well. Now, has he got an edge here? No, he hasn't, unfortunately. I think he was hoping he had an edge at the smoke. Now he blasts his way through. There's a man to the right hand side. Hello! And, well, he has got the frag in the end. Skadoodle got himself a double and Frost got one as well. Oh, Frost, though, with that AWP, to try and find that last man. He knows where he is and will land the frag just to the side of the train. And match point number 1 of 7 saved. And if pull it back to 15-8.
Is there any map to make this big of a comeback? It's train, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. They're going to need a lot of luck.
Yeah.
And Juvenile sticking with that shotgun.
It's actually quite effective.
It is.
In the close quarters there in the inner sight.
It's a powerful weapon. That's the thing with this. I think the weapons are probably better balanced than they were before in any other game. But just purely, you can use any of them.
Yeah, I agree. I think that has a lot to do with
it's
all
about
weapons.
situation.
Yeah, you can't spam the wall, which made the SMGs worthless in Wipe 6. You couldn't spam the wall.
As Skadoodle lands a pretty decent shot on ZQK, and Angle and Michael will clean up the last 2. And that reduces the gap to 6. Curse already drawn 1 match today, remember, which they should have won. They were 15-14 up.
Yeah, or it depends
Ended
how
up with 15-15. I know you could argue it could have been the other way around.
Yeah, exactly.
So they've already drawn 1, that's in the history books. They only have a chance of drawing this second game against Progaming. It wouldn't really do Progaming any good either, because it would need them leaving to beat Gosu in their last game to certainly qualify, and hope that Curse lost their game as well. So that would cause all sorts of weird permutations. Juvenile's got yet another double with that ridiculous shotgun.
It's an eco though, but it's a 3-on-3 situation, but I don't think it will be
3 versus 2. Frost should be able to finish this off now. Michael is actually the man who picks up one. Frost, hi. This is an AWP. It's a single bullet shot, and if you hit anywhere on the body, it will kill your opponent. Please try and do better.
actually think he can win this after this flat. If you get the guy that's close, I don't think Frost can win this round.
Wow. Wow. So Skadoodle gets the defuse. Frost picks up the frag finally. And we're at 15-10. 3 rounds in a row now. And money-wise, all good. As far as the Americans are concerned, not so rosy in the Brazilian garden money right now.
No.
They are going to buy, but this will be, I think there'll almost be a double save after this if they lose, because they just won't want to go impartial with 2 rounds the difference. So massive round here for Frost and Co.
Yeah, it's not impossible. Doing an interesting boost here.
Yeah, they are going to do a boost. Look at this, right on the edge, and Frost is not going to see this at all. Oh, that's spot on from Kogu. And that was lovely, absolutely lovely. Just boosted. I can't point it to you, but you can see it on the right-hand side, just above. And we'll certainly be trying to find that clip later and show you. So
4v4 situation.
Yeah, game on now. As far as the Brazilians are concerned, they've just got 4 more men to find, or plant the bomb and let it go off, and they will be safely on the scoreboard of Group B with 3 points.
Hitting yard now from every direction.
Yeah, Kogu's still trying to make his way forward here. And point blank range won't win that one at all. Back with Skadoodle. Angus picked himself up a revenge frag. So that's 4 versus 2 now. The Brazilians dropping like flies. As another one drops to his knees, that'll be still. And the last man alive will be Zach.
And I really feel like the pressure is getting Progaming right now. They're playing so much more indecisive than they did in the beginning few rounds of this half.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're choking. I really am. They were 15-6 up at one point.
And like Kogu, he has so much experience. He shouldn't be choking.
Well, I don't think he necessarily is, but his colleagues certainly are. Let's have a quick check on the scoreboard as well as we head into yet another match point. They've already saved 4 of them. 4 more to go. Skadoodle top of the table right now, 19 and 19. 12 and 20 from Michael, 16-20 from Anger, 16-21 from Juvenile, 14-14 from Frost. Still 28 and 16. Zach 21-14, 19 all for ZQK. Kogu much better this time, 20 and 14, and RKZ 10 for 18. As we head into round 27 of the scheduled 30.
And it's on half eco.
It's, yeah, good call. Bjorn is indeed a half eco.
And they're got a 3.
Wow.
What?
RKZ and Kogu have already picked themselves up. 3 between them. Anger has got himself a double back though. As we see more action going on here with Kogu at the back of the site. And what are Kurt's going to do here? Anger's going to try and get himself another one. He's already got 2 of these players. Looking for the ace here.
But look at CQK.
Yeah, CQK is
coming from behind.
Yeah, oh, and we're going to get the smoke diffuse here. I don't know if that's going to work, you know, this is going to be very close. No, through the smoke. Zach knows exactly where he is. Lands both shots to the head of Frost. And the Brazilians have finally claimed match point.
With an eco.
16-11 on a partial buy.
Yeah.
I think they had 2. They have 1 AK with them?
They saved 1 AK,
yeah,
and they had like
round,
2 250s.
Yeah. So it just shows you the power of that P250. That is game number 2. Done and dusted in Group B of this DreamHack Logitech Counter-Strike Source Go Championships. And Group B is well underway now. Just 1 match in that remaining, which we'll bring you before the end of the day. And don't forget, after the last match of the day, we'll also be having the after-match, after-group kind of show. Where myself and Bjorn and we'll be joined by Corey Dunn and Lurpis, of course, and 2 team captains from 2 qualifying teams to discuss all the games that have happened today, and also look forward to Group C and Group D, as well as 2 of the quarterfinals tomorrow night as well. For now, though, we're going to take a very quick break. Don't go anywhere, and stick around in Twitch chat. We like you in there.
All right, guys, just real quick, just give you a quick update of what's going on here in Group B. Of course, you just watched the matchup there between Curse and Progaming TD. Of course, Progaming TD taking that matchup. But also at that same exact time what was going on, you had the Copenhagen Wolves. They were facing off against Gosu. And of course, Gosu and Curse ended up in a tie. Of course, you had Gosu leading the charge 13-2 there on Nuke against Curse, where Curse finally decided to come back and tie that one up 15-15. So there was a lot of focus that was going on that Progaming TD there versus Curse. Of course, you probably expect Curse to be out of the tournament at this point. Of course, you're looking at it over at the Copenhagen Wolves. What happened there against Gosu, that was a 16-6 game there, I believe. It was, as I take another look there, the matchup between Copenhagen Wolves was 16-6, and that was on DE Dust 2. But as you kind of look at what happened throughout this game here between Progaming TD and Curse, one of the things that Curse has really been struggling on here at this tournament is they're getting an extremely slow start throughout this entire game. Especially, you notice that in the matchup between Gosu and Curse there on Nuke. But throughout this tournament, we've seen there in that second game against Progaming TD, they had to start on the tougher side there on DE Train, but then they finally decided to start to show themselves throughout that second half, and then it's just a little too late, and they have to continuously have to fight back throughout that entire game. But like Paul had mentioned, like Red Eye had mentioned, we still have one more really deciding factor, is because what happened is, with Progaming TD taking that matchup there against Curse, the matchup between Progaming TD and Gosu really do come to fruition, really does make a difference here in this group play. As we just take a look at a few of the highlights from this game. And again, Kogu, he struggled in his first matchup against Copenhagen Wolves, but in this game, he was really dominant whenever it comes to terms of with that AWP. Of course, they had 2 times to go over there on DE Train. The first time that they had to face off there against Copenhagen Wolves, they had a really tough time, but they're taking that matchup against Curse. One thing to take from this whole group experience so far here in Group B is that Curse, they've got a lot of learning to do. They have to break away from that American mentality. If you go back to the days of Team 3D being the comeback kids, it's a lot to take on if you want to try to come back from a 13-2 deficit, and even what they had there against Progaming TD. So that's kind of your wrap-up so far of what's happening here in Group B. Again, we've got one more match that really decides who's going to move on to the quarterfinals there in the playoffs right here in the DreamHack winner. We'll be right back with that matchup coming up after the break.